Welcome to the Herbman T podcast, where I'm your host, Herbman T. Voice sounding a little raspy. Today's topic or topics will be about where to buy herbs, how to get rid of swelling, polycystic liver, as well as kidney failure. Now, if you want to support the podcast, head over to herbmant.com. You should see it on the screen. Go get an ebook, get some merch, or you can book a consultation if you want to work one-on-one with me. Also, you will see my social media links down at the bottom of the screen. To get things started, where to buy herbs? If you stay in the United States, you can go to your search engine and search bulk herb store. And from there, you can find places to buy herbs, whether it be dried herbs, whether it be herbal tinctures, herbal salves, etc. I literally went to my search engine, bing.com, typed in where to buy herbs. The first thing that pops up is mountainroseherbs.com. I see a place called Temu, TEMU.com. Restaurantstore.com. I don't know about that one. Bulkherbstore.com. Bulkherbstore.com. So it all depends on what you want and what are you looking for. Do you want to make a herbal tea where you're using loose leaf herbs, putting them in some water, infusing them for a few minutes, and then straining it with a strainer? Are you going to buy tea bags to put these herbs in order to let them steep in tea? Are you going to buy herbal tinctures that are alcohol based that you can use on the go? Are you going to buy glycerites that are vegetable glycerin based that you can also use on the go, and it is sweeter compared to your tinctures? Are you looking for capsules, basically dried powdered herbs or powdered herbs in capsule form that you can swallow? So again, it all depends on what you're looking for. And if you don't know what you're looking for, you should probably learn A&P, basic A&P of the human body, to understand, what tissues are involved in your problems or what tissues are related to your set of symptoms. So again, if you want to know where to buy herbs, you can type in where to buy herbs. Again, if you're in the United States, go to your search engine, whether it be Google, whether it be DuckDuckGo. What's another one? But Safari, that's not a search engine, but you get it. You get the idea. Next question was, what herbs do I use to get rid of swelling? Please tell me. So whenever you're talking about swelling or edema is swelling caused by too much fluid trapped in the body's tissues. So fluid, whenever you're talking about fluids, there are two major fluids in the body. You have blood and you have lymph. And the tissues that are involved with fluid balance, or the organs that are involved with fluid balance, would be your adrenal glands and your kidneys. The adrenals and your kidneys work together. They can help to filter your lymph. The lymph fluid is a major fluid that is involved with moving out your waste. There's a strong chance that the lymphatic system is backed up, that is causing this swelling. Also, there's a strong chance that your kidneys are weak or not filtering this sediment out, this lymph out, which is causing this fluid buildup to just stay there for so long, this swelling to just stay there for so long and not be moved out. So you definitely want to look into herbs for the kidneys, whether it be corn silk, whether it be burdock root, whether it be couch grass or hydrangea root. And couch grass and hydrangea root are great for getting rid of kidney stones. Now, diet is important. What you eat does matter. So you want to eat more fruits, berries, and melons. But if you have a swelling issue, the fruits could make it worse before they make it better, because fruits are hydrating. Fruits contain fluid. So you want to go heavy on the herbs for the kidneys to get those kidneys to filter, to bring that swelling down and find that fine balance. Maybe you need to eat a lot of dried fruit versus whole fruit, non-dried fruit. So But swelling, think kidneys, think adrenal glands. An herbal action to make note of when looking for herbs for the kidneys would be diuretic. An herbal action to take note of or make note of when looking for herbs for the adrenal glands would be adaptogen. And some herbs that have an adaptogenic action would be ashwagandha root, suma root, as well as rhodiola root. Now, each one of them, be sure to do research on each one of them to see if they will fit your needs. And if you don't know, if you want to work one-on-one with me, go ahead, head over to herbmant.com and book a consultation. But understand, again, with swelling, kidneys ain't working properly. They're just not working properly. Strong chance you have a lot of toxins or acids in your body that cause the kidneys to lose their function, that cause the adrenals to potentially become fatigued or tired. Funny how when you have an adrenal gland weakness, you will become fatigued or tired. Low energy. Whenever you want energy, look at the adrenal glands. When people drink coffee is a nervine stimulant. Caffeine will stimulate your adrenal glands to help give you that energy. What happens over time, if you continue to drink coffee, eventually your adrenal glands will shut down. That's why people will need to drink coffee more and more. They will need more coffee to feel the same amount of energy because it's just not getting that same effect that it was when you first started. But something to take away is that all you're going to do is overstimulate your adrenal glands to the point where they basically shut down. And then you can drink tons of coffee and you still won't get nearly the effect. You just won't get the same effect. I can't think of another herb that can stimulate the adrenal glands like coffee does, and I would say in an unhealthy way. But you do have herbs that can balance out the adrenal glands or really give it that same effect, like licorice root, really sweet. But licorice root does raise blood pressure. So if you have high blood pressure, it will be contraindicated if you don't want to take licorice root if you have high blood pressure. You also have ginseng that can help to strengthen your adrenal glands. But what I've heard is that skullcap is a great replacement to coffee. They can help to bring balance to really your nerves as a whole. And the adrenal glands does play a role in your nervous system's function. All right, next question is, do you have a list of herbs for polycystic liver? So cyst in the liver, whenever you're talking about cyst or fluid-filled sacs, you got to think lymphatic system. The lymphatic system will help to transport this fluid out of your body, whether it be out through the skin or out through your kidneys, bladder, urethra. So it says here, according to the National Library of Medicine, on the website, this is an article called Polycystic Liver Disease by some names I cannot pronounce, Jidin, Kyle, and Jamil. It says polycystic liver disease is a rare genetic disorder characterized by mutations in genes encoding for proteins involved in the transport of fluid and growth of epithelial cells in the liver. So according to this article, it is a rare genetic disorder characterized by mutations in genes. So when your lymphatic system is backed up, it can cause mutations. Why? The lymphatic system carries waste out of the body. It carries your cellular and metabolic waste out of the body. If this waste is not carried out of the body, it's going to sit around other cells. So these acids, these toxins are going to sit around other cells and begin to change the way these cells act as well as look. So it's going to change the cell's structure as well as function, because the cells are not designed to function around waste. So to move lymph to help get this waste out so the cells can function properly and have the correct structure, you got to use herbs for the kidneys. You have to use herbs for the adrenal glands. So while you're working on reducing swelling, you would also be working on getting rid of cysts. The body is simple. It is made up of cells, spaces, and two major fluids, blood and lymph. Blood essentially feeds the cells. Lymph cleans the cells or removes waste from the cells. And both blood and lymph are systemic. The cells need blood in, and it needs to remove its waste or put its waste into the lymphatic system, whether it be in your central nervous system or your brain, whether it be in your pinky toe, whether it be in your pinky finger, whether it be in your stomach, your liver, gallbladder, etc. They all want blood in, and they all want their waste to come out. So you always want to make sure the lymphatic system is moving, and one way you could do that is to eat more fruits, berries, and melons. If you need to go frozen fruits, berries, and melons, do that. If you need to eat inorganic, do that. Do the best you can, because if you want to sit here and complain about, I don't have a good quality or a good the fruits are not good quality. All right, that's cool, but are you eating fast food still? Are you still going to, fast food restaurants? Eating stuff that the body is not designed to digest, is not designed to absorb and use? Because if that's the case, then there's really no excuses. You're better off eating the inorganic stuff. Because can't really sit here and say that we are designed to eat something with eyes. We don't have the hands for it. We don't have the digestive system for it. So when I say something with eyes, whether it be deer or fish or chicken, you're not going down there eating it live like the true carnivores are eating it. You're not sitting here, you don't have a digestive system like a herbivore to be chewing on these grains, etc. So it's really no excuses. Go ahead and go after the fruits, berries, and melons. Get some, what is it called? Veggie Wash. I believe that's the brand, to help clean your fruits as best you can. That way you get well ASAP. The moment you start to eat better, you will think better. You won't believe the amount of clarity you will get once you start to eat more fruits, berries, and melons. On top of that, taking herbs for the digestive system, herbs for your kidneys, herbs for your adrenals and endocrine system, herbs for the nerves. It's a whole new world, as they say. It's a whole new world. But the clarity that you get is unreal. So again, you want herbs to move lymph. You want herbs for the kidneys. Some mild herbs would be burdock root, cleavers, corn silk. Herbs for the liver that can help bring function to the liver. Milk thistle is great for tissue regeneration in the liver. Dandelion root, burdock root is great for the liver's function. Oregon grape roots can help to strengthen the liver. And that schisandra berry, what I mentioned before, that is great for the adrenal glands, is also considered to be hepatoprotective, or can be used to protect the liver. I might have mentioned schisandra berry in my last video, but it won't be the last time I mention any of these herbs. I will keep mentioning them, keep getting the word out to give you a great starting point. Now, caution, schisandra berry is a pretty strong herb, especially if you're going to take it by itself. It ain't playing no games. It ain't one to play with. It works on your hypothalamus. It works on your pituitary as well as your adrenal glands. It's more of a tonic. It can make you hot. So just be cautious with that. But whenever you have a liver problem, so of course you're talking about cysts. A bunch of cysts are building up in the liver. The liver, for some reason, is not functioning properly. So yeah, you want herbs for the liver. You want herbs for the lymphatic system. Cleavers, herb, and burdock root, pulls on the lymph mildly. But you also have red clover blossoms or red clover herb that can be used to move lymph. But it's important to get your kidneys to filter first before you begin pulling on that lymph. Now, your fruits, berries, and melons can act as your lymphatic formula to move lymph. So, and it's all about learning your body, understanding, okay, I eat this, I feel like this, and why. And the moment you begin to trust your body and how it reacts to what you put in it, the better off you will be. All right, what else we got here? Can you reverse kidney failure? Now, the body is the healer. All right, it will tell you, again, you eat something, it's going to give you a sign. You're going to feel better or you're going to feel worse. Sorry about that. You're going to feel better or you're going to feel worse. I need to put this on sleep. Yeah, I put it on. So the body will regenerate its own tissue if you give it the proper nutrition, or if you give it the proper food that it is designed to eat. That's going back to fruits, berries, and melons. You know, if you take a look at the composition of mother's milk, you have roughly 88% water, 7.5% carbs, about 3.5% fats, and 1% protein. So where can you get that much hydration from? Not vegetables, not meat, or whatever. I don't know. When I used to hear of meat, I used to think of anything with eyes. But now I guess fish and chicken is a different category or whatever. But not anything with eyes is going to give you that type of water. What I mentioned, what vegetables, I mentioned that. Grains, ain't none of that going to give you water like the fruits, berries, and melons will. Mainly the melons. That's tons of hydration in the melons, especially watermelon. But the body wants to hydrate. You start to hydrate the body and clear the channels that will remove the waste out. Then the body starts to heal itself. And you'll go through what's known as the healing crisis, or just typical detox signs letting you know, like, okay, your waste can't go out through the proper channels, but it wants to move out. You're going to experience headaches. You're going to experience diarrhea, etc. But eventually they will come to pass once you get your colon functioning properly, once you get your skin functioning properly, and once you get your kidneys functioning properly. All of those are eliminatory organs that will get this waste out so the cells can do what it wants to do, or do what they want to do, and that's rebuild themselves. So the herbs for the kidney. So to add to that kidney list I mentioned before, you have herbs such as stinging nettle leaf that can help to tone the kidneys, cordyceps mushroom that can help to tone the kidneys, as well as foti that can help to tone the kidneys or strengthen the kidneys. And you could blend herbs together, work one-on-one with someone. If not, do your research on what the herbs can do. Do your research on the contraindications of these herbs, toxicities of these herbs, and compare them to your situation. You know, be safe about it. Yeah. It's done. Okay. All right. Well, we gonna end it on that. Thank you for telling me it's done.
Oh, we're done. I messed up the time.
Oh.
That's on 0.
It's all good. I'm about 18 minutes in. So all right. Now thank you for the heads up. I'm gonna end it now. All right. So if you wanna support the podcast, hold on. Wait. If you wanna support the podcast, head over to herbmedtea.com. Get an ebook. Get some merch. If you want to work one-on-one with me, go ahead and book a consultation. All right, y'all have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, and or night. Peace. Okay, we have a special guest. We have a special message. We have a special message that got cut off, but here is that special message. Go ahead.
You tell.
Right here. Mm-hmm.
So, this is my name, Trip, and then make sure you eat a lot of fruits. Fruits first, and then bad fruits second.
Is that all you want to say?
Yeah.
All right, then say goodbye.